So today we're going to talk about hiring a property manager and watching for fees that is going to kill your cash flow. Because I can tell you from experience, a good property manager is worth their weight in gold. A bad property manager is going to bankrupt you. And the reason why is a lot of these property management companies, they got to make their money somehow. If they're not making it on the management fee, they're making it on all these little fees, like the maintenance fee or the door fee or the I had to talk to somebody on the phone fee. I mean, they nickel and dime you to death. So we're going to break down, some of the things that you want to look for when you're talking to and interviewing a property manager, because a property manager is going to be the one that is managing your asset. They're going to be the one that's going to be helping you to generate income off of your investment property. You want to make sure that it's very clear on what the expectations are for them and for you. You want to be sure, because they're in the business. Believe me, they're in the business to make money one way or another. Like they're either going to be charging you an average property management fee is 10% of the rent. Now some people will do less. Some people will do more, and I'd be more inclined to go with the guy that charges more, because he's probably, not always. You don't want to go with the lowest bidder by any means. But the guy that charges more is probably going to have more resources, probably going to be more organized and better at his job, and having good maintenance. And more importantly, if they charge you more in the fee, the chances of them charging you all these little miscellaneous fees for this and that are less. We had one manager that we've had 4 or 5 different property managers, and we couldn't find anyone that could do it by our standards. So we set up our own property management company. I've been through several, but we had one. They charged 5%, which was fantastic. But every time you turned around, they're charging the tenant. They charge them a fee to pay the rent. How stupid is that? I'm going to charge somebody to pay my rent. I want their money. They charge a fee every time that you do something. Like they're turning around. They charge a fee every time they come out. They charge a maintenance fee. They charge this. There's lots of ways to nickel and dime you. You got to be careful. So you want to be clear and upfront what the fee schedule is, what they charge you, also what they charge the tenant, because if they're charging the tenants a bunch of little miscellaneous fees, they're not going to want to stay. And then you have turnover costs. You get somebody moved out, you think it's expensive to go do some maintenance on a property. Wait till you have to go turn it over and get somebody else to rent it. Now that they rent it again, there's another leasing fee. Leasing fee is at least half of the first month's rent, if not all of it. And then do they charge you to renew the lease? There's a lot of little nuances here that go into it. So my suggestion is, have a thorough conversation, have a clear understanding and expectation of the fee schedule for both you and for the tenants, and make sure that they're not sneaking anything in there. And then you got to keep an eye on them and just, monitor. You should have a monthly report that tells you everything that was collected and everything that was expensed. And you got to read that. You got to understand. Otherwise, they're liable to start slipping in some little things here and there. If you're not paying attention, you're not going to notice, and it's a slippery slope. So I hope this was helpful. If you find this interesting, you want to learn some more, join us in our free Facebook group. We talk about management. We talk about this whole process. These are conversations that we have on a pretty regular basis. So, if you want to find out more, join our Facebook group. We'd love to have you. We'll see you there.